From the perspective of 30,000 feet, I've been brooding about the Epstein files, taking in the whole of it, as opposed to rabbit-holing individual behaviors. And from that vantage point, what looms into view is the image of a highly rarefied international community of astonishingly privileged associations, defined by status, wealth, and power, and bound by a set of unwritten but completely intuited norms. And strikingly, these norms trump the universal historic norms of ethical human behavior. You know, quaint things like the golden rule, or loving one's neighbor, telling the truth, or something as obvious as trafficking children is a no-no, or abusing women shouldn't be tolerated, even celebrated by wink-winking liars. Things like that. Zooming in for a closer look, we discovered this privileged network is comprised of an unusual cluster of otherwise unnatural friends, boundary-crossing bedfellows, who would normally congregate by sharing a similar walk of life, say, or occupation or political identity, etc. These Epstein perps are a wildly diverse mix. Indeed, it seems the transgressive, rule-breaking norms actively fuel the intoxicating draw for those who longingly gaze beyond the entrance gate. What's the price of admission, I wonder? What groveling or salivating behavior unlocks the door? Which set of blinders must one wear? And what alluring awards await at each membership level? But you know, it's easy for those of us on the outside to wallow in another sort of intoxicating behavior, the moral superiority kind. Which is not to say there's no judgment and accountability to be made here. On the contrary, it's long overdue. The victim survivors have been awaiting justice for decades. But there are several lesson layers in this morality tale for the brave of heart, running the gamut from a question like, what the hell kind of elite have we spawned in our capitalist democracy, to how have we been complicit with the encroaching cultural decrepitude we're all witnessing, ultimately leading to a more personal inventory of our own choices, behaviors, and associations. Because, friends, that's honestly where the real pay dirt sits in the meantime, in the soil of our own lives, and what we actually do versus what we might say we believe.